thank you for what Auburn University stands for. Please let us be humble in victory and proud. Most of all, we thank you for being at Auburn. Amen. What I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you, the ones that want to, I'm going to go back out there and thank our people.
The Auburn Football Review with Coach Pat Dye.
Throwing next is pass to Red Phillips. Is good for the touchdown.
10 to 5. Touchdown, Tucker Frederickson. Sullivan to throw, straight back in the pocket. Throws it for Beasley. He's got it in the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. It is not. It is not. It's going on. He's going to score.
Brought to you by Colonial Bank, the bank in your future. Louder Realty, Better Homes and Gardens, your local Pepsi-Cola bottler. Joe H. Brady & Associates, distributors of outdoor power equipment. Russell Athletic, and by Long's Electronics. Tomorrow's electronics today.
Welcome to the Auburn Football Review. Yesterday, Auburn beat Alabama 23-22. Coach, 2 years ago, someone said, how long is it going to take you to beat Alabama? And you said 60 minutes, and you were right.
Well, nobody's ever beat them in less than that I know about. It was a great win for us. It was an emotional win for us, and one that we were mighty fortunate to win. Coach Bryant had said earlier that they would be the best that they've been all year long, and he was exactly right. The films that I looked at of Alabama, I think they played better yesterday, and I've looked at the films today and studied it. Alabama played a really outstanding football game. They played hard. The coaching staff did a great job in game preparation, and they did everything but win a game. And of course, our staff did a great job getting our kids ready. And the thing that won for us, of course, was the thing that has won for us at other times this year: not turning the football over and not making the mistakes that'll beat you. I thought our kicking game was outstanding. Lewis Colbert did a great job of hunting the football and under a lot of pressure, and we didn't. Our kicking game stood up in the fourth quarter. I think is when after Bo made a long run and we got the field goal, I think is the first time our players really realized that they could win the football game. Up until that point, it had been all Alabama, and it was, and we I can't decide whether we didn't play well or Alabama was so good. I know that the kids wanted to win. I know they wanted to play hard, but it didn't look like we were playing as well as we have at times this year.
Okay, we talked the seniors, great leadership yesterday, and those are the people we wanted to talk to in the dressing room after the game.
I can't remember any better feeling. This is it. This is the class that turned it around. That's it. It ain't going nowhere but up from here. It's great. Nothing like it. This is the senior class that did it. Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it. We had great practices, and all I can say is I just feel great. It was time, wasn't it? It was time. I put my towel on the left side this time to make sure.
And to give a program that's been such a class program and a bunch of class people and dedicated fans that have followed us, and to give them back something finally after all these years, it's the best feeling you can have.
If you got to graduate and go on, this is the one to do it on. Yes, sir. Enjoy.
How you feel?
My words can't describe it. It's unbelievable.
It took 5 years. Was it worth it?
It was worth every minute of it. I mean, it was great.
Where were you on the goal line play?
I was down in the bottom.
Get your block?
Yes, sir. Sure did. We got it.
The football career's complete now. I can live easy for the rest of my life.
I have an idea your football career is not complete, though.
Well, I hope not, but if it is, it'll be all right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, man, you were a wild man on those last two series when you had to stop him.
When the tough gets going and going gets tough, I feel great. I was kind of tired, but I know I had to reach down and look at her suck me off.
What are you going to tell your grandchildren?
Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to have this number 4 jersey right now. I'm never going to ever forget this. I never felt that way in my whole life.
You waited a long time for this, John.
Oh yeah, I waited 9 years for it to happen. And it finally came today. Great thrill.
I can go home now. I can go to Montgomery. I can go to Birmingham. I can go to Florence. I can go to Mobile. I can go all over the state. I can talk now.
Feels great.
Glad you followed your brother to Auburn.
Yeah, glad I came on down this way.
Walter Lewis caught up with you with that intercepted pass.
Yes, sir. He had angle on me, but I still don't know if I can outrun him in that angle. He's fast.
How does it feel to be the first senior class to turn it around?
Feels great. We've already talked about it. We talked about it before the game. We want it to be us.
No, do it. We're talking only the seniors. I think you're
No, do it in fire.
No, I'm going to do it to you. How does it feel? Now, you've been around Auburn for all your life. You got to tell me how it feels to beat Alabama.
I don't have to tell you how it feels. You know. It's been a long time.
It sure has. Congratulations.
Don't talk to me. Talk to them.
We didn't talk to you, David. We're talking only the seniors, Dr. Thunderberg. We'll classify you as a senior. How does it feel?
Great. We waited for it a long time. And, I think you saw the results out there today, and Auburn people enjoyed it to the fullest. We don't intend for it to be 10 years again. We're going to meet them head on.
And we missed a couple of, let's show those, Coach, and you comment on them. Todd Rubley first.
Well, Todd is a class guy and has been a big part of our program and outstanding student. Fixed to get married in a week or so, I think. Mike Edwards. Can't say enough about Mike. He's been one of our best leaders all year long. For the last 2 years, really completely unselfish football player and give his heart for Auburn.
Quite a 16 outstanding young men who are the seniors and who are the class that ended the drought against Alabama. We'll return in just a minute.
For your nearest dealer, see the yellow pages under Heating Equipment Retail.
I'm Pat Dye. Being a football coach is not the only job I'm proud of. I'm also proud to be a director of Colonial Bank. Colonial Bank has a great future. We're growing all over Alabama, and we want to be your bank. Come with us.
Colonial Bank, the bank in your future. All these athletes have something in common. Sure, they're in great shape, and they're very competitive, but they're all wearing team wear from Russell Athletic, too. You see, we make uniforms for more teams, from young athletes right up to the pros, than anyone in America. And we make them better looking, longer wearing, and just plain tougher than anyone else does. Best of all, Russell Athletic makes authentic sports apparel for you. Russell Athletic. It's not the best-known name in sports, just the most respected. Available at leading sporting goods stores.
Now in Birmingham, Mobile, Gulf Shores, and Montgomery.
Cloudy, rather warm day. Didn't matter. The crowd would have been there anyway. National television. And this is Auburn's second possession.
Well, Alabama came out throwing the ball right away. And just, and of course, that was a nice pass from Randy Kimmel to Chris Woods. And Bo running a sweep. We're just trying to find something we can do and have. And this is a very poor, bad mistake on my part, going for first down out there in the middle of the field and score tied nothing. Come back with a reverse to Joey Jones, and that little guy can run. He's a great athlete.
He is. It's proof that a little guy can play. Huh?
Alabama is I don't think it's any question. After playing them yesterday and looking at them, they're the most talented football team we played this year. Throughout. Now, Georgia's got a great team. Nebraska's got a great team. Alabama's got more players. Both sides of football with depth and quality running backs. 2 quarterbacks can play. That's was a mistake on our part right there. We had 3 or 4 breakdowns on assignments yesterday that really hurt us bad, and that was one of them. There's a great play right there by Mark Bormany.
And Tim Drinkard takes
Tim
it back.
Drinkard picks it off in midair and returns it to the 13-yard line, 14-yard line. Mark Dorman, you can see him in this game. He just absolutely turned his body loose yesterday, and of course in the late stages of the game, our seniors, they played like they were possessed, and there's a fine run by Lionel James, great block by Bo Jackson and Randy Stokes. Randy Stokes made a great decision. His guy was out of the play, and he turned and comes back upfield and gets a piece of Pitts there and lets Lionel get in the end zone.
Pitts needs to be blocked on every play, doesn't he? He is some kind of player.
Well, he is a great football player, and here's Alabama doing a good job against us, and I was worried about that. We had a blitz on and thing we hurt them with last year, and they automatic to the outside veer, and Moore makes a nice game. They get it down here, and we come up with a big play right here on 4th and 1. Doug Smith and Bob Harris, Chris Martin, just come up with a play right in blue, I believe was on it too. Another outstanding play by Bob Harris. I know our fans will be tired of, be glad for me to quit coughing on my show.
Here's the field goal. Alabama goes ahead 10-7, and really dominating the game. It seems at this point. You know, Coach, cashing those 2 turnovers.
That's a great play right there by Darrell Williams, another freshman that played real well. You see him right here. He hits Lewis. That's a caused interception. Bob Harris comes up with it.
And you cash this one in without those 2 turnovers.
Well, you take last year's game. We actually played better last year than we did yesterday. Mm-hmm. But we didn't take advantage of our opportunities last year like we did yesterday.
Mm-hmm. See some light rain now. Auburn going in for the touchdown after the turnover.
There's a fine play by Randy Campbell throwing to Mike Edwards in the middle on the crossing route.
You know, worked on the turf all week, didn't he?
Well, we'd had to because of the rain.
Right.
It was a nice run by Lionel, get the ball down to the 4-yard line. We got four freshmen in the lineup right here.
Amazing.
In addition to David Jordan and Pat Arrington and Ron O'Neill and
that's effort there.
Bishop Reeves, Lionel and Bo, Randy Stokes started yesterday for the first time all year. Steve Wallace, big freshman from Atlanta. Randy just stretching and biting and gets it in there. Big play for us because it was a 3rd down. We got to kick a field goal right there if we want to get it in for the touchdown. Doesn't take Alabama long to come back.
Well, the passing game,
they
was
brilliant. Played Coley and Lewis, and they send Lewis in right for the half in. You can see what a great athlete he is scrambling.
And sets up a field goal with his pass completion, and just with a couple of seconds on the clock, they kick the field goal.
2 seconds.
And that gives them a lift. 14-13 then it is at the half. We'll be back in just a minute. Outgained Auburn 3-1.
Phil, I was shocked to be ahead to start with, and when I walked in the dressing room, every coach on the staff had the people backed up against the lockers. They were chewing them out, and we just played terrible. And to be ahead and play that bad, you know, I said, well, you know, maybe something good's gonna happen to us before the day's over. And it did, but you know, we still came back out and didn't play very well in the 3rd quarter. They take it down, not down, and
they really dominated in this
well, I'm telling you, they just picked us and they broke containment, and we act like we'd never seen a screen before. But what you know, they're hustling. You can watch this Doug Smith trying to get there, and they're Big Moore. He's the best fullback we played against all year long. He and Jones from Florida, both of them are great players. I wouldn't say which one's the best, but they're both good. But right there, we had a missed assignment on that option, and we ran the ice on yesterday, and Bo at fullback, and Randy did a good job of reading and handing off. His line coming back on sweep, and I think we pick up a 1st down there, but we don't make many.
Auburn had the ball.
Nose guard for Alabama just
Rodriguez.
penetration and gave us 2 or 3 bad plays, and I'm sure Paul Caruth would like to have that one over again, but we got a good roll out of it, and I said, we got them backed up, we're going to keep them, we're going to get back in the ball game, and lo and behold, they take it 95 yards to our 1-yard line before we stop them here. I don't know,
That was a good example of the mixing.
Here's we got folks trying to get there, and just both of their quarterbacks, of course, stayed fresh because they alternated them, and Coley is quick as a cat, and Lewis is quick, and he did his final job of mixing up the option and the draws and screens and throwing the football as you could do. And it kept us off balance all day long, and the only thing that good about our defense was yesterday is we didn't quit. There's a fine tackle and played by Ben Thomas and Quincy Williams.
It's down close now, and then they decide to go for the field goal.
But you can see late in the game, in the fourth quarter, that our defense, you know, they got stronger and stronger. Of course, we play a lot of people defensively. Here we come on the offense, and Bo breaks out of here with this. Now this, I think, changed the momentum of the game.
I do too.
When Bo broke out of there and we got that long run, then, you know, I think that gave us something to fight for there. And we handed off to Greg Pratt, and he picks up 4 yards. We come back, and Pitts catches Randy from behind.
4th and 3 at the 5, you decide for the field goal.
Got to score twice to win anyway. So, I mean, if we score, we have to go to 2 and make it, and that'll only give us a tie. So we went ahead and kicked the field goal there.
This is where the defense rose up.
All right, we stopped them 4 times in the fourth quarter, and this is one of them here. And as Lewis, fine play right here by Chris Martin. And I just looking at the film, I think Chris played well yesterday, and there's Greg Carr out there with him, both our linebackers. Well, Chris is a senior. Our seniors just at this point right here, they were really fighting and stretching to get there. They had Ben Thomas, they had Dow Altman getting a hand on the ball.
Here's the big drive.
As Randy throwing to Chris Woods, and I don't know what kind of spot we got right there. And it lost about 2 yards on it. I know that. And Bo running inside. And
well, they're really firing off now.
There's a 4th down play right there over the top. I know that Ed West had to play good yesterday.
3rd down, 14.
This is the biggest play of the game right here, in my opinion. Randy hits Mike Edwards. He goes to Mike in the clutch. We got to have it. He threads a needle. This is a pass interference, and there's no question in my mind about it being pass interference. The only thing that upset me is that other official didn't call it, and I'm going to talk to the appropriate people and complain about it. Has a big play to Bo on the goal line, takes it down to the 1-foot line, and over the top, and he got in on that last wiggle.
Okay.
And I thought that Alabama got pretty good penetration now, and I thought that yesterday that he was in a lot. I didn't think it was as close, but it was close, and right there, that last little lunge got him in.
And then the place went berserko for time.
Right now, you know, we're ahead, and we go for 2 and don't make it, and now it's play defense and hold on, and we're coming now. Right there is a great play by Dennis Collier. You can see Dennis Collier and Brinkford.
You got all those seniors in the secondary, right?
Look at it. There's Dennis again, and you know, I'm not sure that the contact caused him to drop it, but you know, it takes its toll during the ball game. There's Bob Harris, his 2nd interception of the day, and Bob Harris doesn't make first string all-conference, and there's not any justice in having an all-conference team. Lionel right here on a big run. That's still on the tackle, and he still gets 3 or 4 extra yards. The clock doesn't stop. We give it to Lionel again on the draw. Little face mask that it wasn't called. And here's a big play in the ball game that just scared us all to death. Bo over the top. He had the first down made, but the guy put his hat right on the ball. And the last thing I told Randy when we went on the field is tell Bo to squeeze the ball. If we don't make a first down, we're still in good shape. There's good pressure by Gerald Robinson. Ben Thomas right here. Comes from behind. I believe they had a missed assignment on the play. I believe that tackle turned the wrong way on pass protection, and Ben ran right by him. and got the pressure. He's got a hold of him again right there. Quincy's got him. Doug Smith's got him. He dumps it off to Turner.
He gets out of bounds.
Bob Harris knocks him out of bounds. This is the last one here. Quincy's coming. Got him hemmed up. Ben's there. Down the middle. And it's all over now.
And the ball goes over, and Auburn runs out to the clock. And then Legion Field turned into
things
points.
about the game, Phil. You know, and I didn't send our players back on the field yesterday, and I didn't go back out there myself to put on a big show or anything like that. But I wanted our players to get the true feeling and the emotions of winning a big football game. That's the first big game that we've won. National television, Alabama, and it's going to come down to having win one like that to win a national championship one of these days. And I wanted to go back out to our people because I knew that how happy they would be and the weeping and wailing with joy and our student body and all of our fans that have been so good to us ever since I've been at Auburn. Even last year when we wasn't winning, look at them passing Lionel around here. I wanted them to feel what it's like, you know, to win one of those big ones because, like I said, it'll come back again, and it might make us play a little harder, and it's something that you know, I'm just so happy for our fans and our student body, and you know, they could get up this morning and look forward to reading the paper, and it's been a long time.
You're right.
On Sunday morning after the Alabama game.
You're right. We'll be back in just a minute.
Right now, the Alabama-Auburn game is over with.
On the offensive side of the football, Bud Casey, Jack Crow, Neil Callaway, James Daniels, Larry Blakeney, Wayne Bolt, all did a terrific job all year long. Defensively, Frank Orville, Wayne Hall, Bobby Wallace, Joe Whitt, just did a great job. Alan Bollinger working with our punters, the kickers. Also like to thank our sponsors for the show this year. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
But Colonial Company and Better Homes and Gardens, Pepsi, Sun, Long's Electronics, and Russell Corporation. It's been a good year, and I hope we got a lot of good ones in our future.
We'll see you next year.